Good morning, happy crafters. This is Anne-Marie, also known as All Things Paper, and this is part 2 of the design team project for Be Happy Stationery. So you can find Be Happy Stationery on Ko-fi. You can also find it on Instagram at Be Happy Stationery and Marking Occasions. She is also on Facebook under Be Happy Stationery. So I showcased the papers, the digital papers that she designed that I was going to use in this month's design team project. And this is what I came up with. I've done a tri-fold journal. I've not used a lot of my own embellishments because the digitals are beautiful and I just really wanted to showcase this with the digitals. So obviously, you know, I did make a closure for it and just made a band. To the band, I've used the bird that I mentioned in the part 1 video that I said, you know, you could cut out. And then I've just put the word journal there with a bit of aged sticky tape. So here's the folio that I put together. It's not fussy. I didn't want to use, like I said, a lot of my own embellishments, and just wanted it to showcase the digitals. So just for something a little bit different, 2 pockets here, and I actually made like a hidden paperclip tag that slots in there really nicely. And then I put together this notebook, just using the digitals from the kit. So that was that one. Now this middle section, again, a larger pocket, a tag that I've backed onto just some scrap watercolour paper. This was a journal card that she'd designed, and it was on a sheet on its own with a selection of tags and also the circular disc. And again, I've just backed it onto some watercolour card because I had a few scraps lying around. This is lovely, Grow with Love. I didn't want to add anything to it, and I've just done a pattern on the corners with a punch. Then this was just some of the off one sheet of the digitals backed onto craft card this time, and I did use a stamp that I've got of this beautiful sunflower. So I stamped it, blended some ink in, fussy cut it, and then added the word blossom at the bottom because I just felt it needed something there. So, and all those will just slot in there quite nicely. She says, there we go, like so. Now, I did mention that I wanted to use one of the postcards, and my original thought was to do something and maybe turn them into the front of an envelope, but I ended up doing a flip out with it. So all I did was I stuck it on the back and used it as a flip out. Great space for writing. You can add some more images to it. I decided not to. Then we've used this disc, like I've said. This was on the page with the journal card and the tags. And then, so obviously I've used a belly band, and then I wanted to use the other postcard. So I decided to age it just by screwing it up, inking it, making it look old, and it will make a great journaling space. So that's my tri-fold for the month of September. I look forward to coming back again in October with another project that I've made for Be Happy Stationery. Please to go and have a look at her Ko-fi, her Instagram, and find her on Facebook. I will pop the links in the description for you. Have a lovely day, and you know, if you're feeling inspired, go get a little bit messy. Bye.